Science is meant to push the limits of what's possible, but sometimes those limits should never be crossed. In a hidden facility, deep within the jungle, a team of brilliant scientists believed they were on the verge of a breakthrough, one that would redefine evolution itself. Their goal was simple: enhance intelligence, amplify strength, and unlock the full potential of the mind. But in their relentless pursuit of knowledge, they created something far beyond their control. The experiment started with a single gorilla, an ordinary primate named Titan. He was chosen because of his remarkable cognitive abilities, his ability to solve puzzles, and his unusual awareness of human emotions. At first, the modifications seemed promising. Titan learned faster than any primate in history, responding to complex commands, solving problems in seconds that took others hours. The scientists marveled at their success, believing they had created a new species, one that could bridge the gap between human and beast. But what they didn't realize was that Titan was evolving far beyond their calculations. His strength multiplied, his awareness sharpened, and soon he began to exhibit something truly terrifying: an understanding of his own captivity. The once docile creature started watching them differently, studying them as if they were the ones being observed. Then, the first anomaly occurred: equipment failures, unexplained power surges, flickering lights, and every time Titan was there, staring, unmoving. They should have stopped. They should have shut it all down. But it was already too late. Titan was never meant to be dangerous. He was the perfect test subject: strong, intelligent, and highly adaptable. At first, the experiment was a success beyond anyone's expectations. The genetic modifications enhanced his brain capacity, allowing him to understand human speech far beyond basic commands. He could solve complex puzzles in minutes, communicate through advanced sign language, and even recognize emotions in the researchers. The team celebrated their achievement, convinced they were witnessing the dawn of a new era in science. But with intelligence came something unexpected: awareness. Titan no longer responded like an animal, but like something more, something calculating. His eyes followed every movement in the lab, tracking conversations, observing the scientists with a level of focus that was unsettling. It wasn't just learning, it was understanding. Then the changes became physical. His muscle mass expanded at an unnatural rate. His reflexes became sharper, faster than human reaction times. Simple restraints that once held him became useless as his strength grew beyond their control. Yet it wasn't just raw power that made him terrifying. It was the way he looked at them, as if he had figured out something they hadn't. The first real warning came when Dr. Langley, one of the lead researchers, entered Titan's enclosure alone for a routine check. The surveillance footage captured it all. Titan didn't attack. He didn't lash out. He simply stood still, staring, unblinking. Then, without a single sign of aggression, he reached out and placed his massive hand on Dr. Langley's shoulder. A simple gesture, almost human. But the look in his eyes sent chills through everyone who watched the footage. It was the moment they realized Titan wasn't just a test subject anymore. He was something else entirely. And he was waiting. The first sign that something was truly wrong came late one night when the alarms blared unexpectedly through the facility. Security footage showed Titan sitting in the corner of his enclosure, motionless, his eyes locked onto the camera. The biometric monitors displayed erratic readings. His heart rate spiked, then slowed to an almost death-like stillness. The strange sightings, the disappearances, the eerie silence that blankets the jungle at night, it all points to one terrifying possibility. Titan isn't just alive, he's thriving. And if he has truly continued to evolve, what does that mean for the world? What do you think? Is Titan still out there, lurking in the shadows? Has he changed into something even more powerful, something beyond our understanding? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thrilling mysteries and terrifying tales. Until next time, be careful what you create, because sometimes it might come looking for you. A sudden power surge sent sparks flying from the control panels, and within seconds, every alarm in the facility erupted in a deafening chorus of sirens. Red emergency lights bathed the hallways in a sinister glow as the containment doors malfunctioned, locks disengaging one by one. Scientists screamed over the radio, demanding answers, but the system was out of their control. In the security room, officers frantically cycled through camera feeds until they landed on Titan's enclosure. The door was wide open. Titan was gone. Panic spread like wildfire. Armed guards rushed to the lower levels, weapons drawn, barking orders into their radios. They expected chaos. They expected destruction. But what they found was worse. The facility was eerily silent. No blood, no bodies, just overturned chairs, scattered equipment, and the lingering sense that something massive had passed through. The first real sign of Titan's presence came when a soldier turned the corner and froze. There, on the steel wall, was a single handprint, enormous and pressed deep into the metal as if it had melted under immense pressure. A guttural growl echoed through the corridor, low and unnatural. Then, in a blur of motion, something moved in the shadows. The lights flickered again, and for a split second, the security cameras captured his silhouette. Towering, monstrous, more than just a gorilla now. Titan was evolving, and he was no longer hiding. Then came the first attack. A piercing scream cut through the static-filled radio transmissions as a team of guards was taken down in seconds. Gunfire erupted but was silenced just as quickly. One by one, security teams fell, their last transmissions filled with terrified gasps and whispers of something they couldn't understand. Titan wasn't just escaping, he was hunting. Scientists barricaded themselves in the control room, desperately trying to regain power, but it was useless. The facility had become a tomb, and Titan was moving freely through its halls. Somewhere deep in the complex, surveillance footage caught one final glimpse of him before the system went completely dark. He wasn't running. He wasn't fleeing. He was walking calmly toward the exit. He knew exactly what he was doing, and the world beyond those walls had no idea what was coming. By the time the military arrived, the facility was silent. No alarms, no gunfire, just the hum of flickering emergency lights and the stench of scorched metal. The team moved in cautiously, their rifles aimed at the shadows, scanning every corridor for signs of life. They expected bodies, signs of struggle, anything to explain the frantic distress signal that had been sent just hours ago. But there was nothing. No scientists, no security personnel. The only things left behind were overturned chairs, shattered glass, and deep claw marks gouged into the steel walls. It was as if the entire staff had simply vanished. At the heart of the complex, Titan's enclosure stood empty. The reinforced steel doors twisted and broken as if they had been peeled apart by massive hands. Surveillance footage was corrupted, static-filled, distorted. But in a few frames that remained intact, a single image sent chills through the retrieval team. Titan standing in the main corridor, staring directly into the camera, his dark eyes filled with something terrifyingly human. Then, in the very last frame, he turned and walked away. Not running, not escaping, walking, as if he had somewhere to be. For weeks, the military combed the surrounding jungle, searching for any sign of Titan, but it was as if he had disappeared into thin air. No tracks, no heat signatures, nothing. Some believed he had perished somewhere deep in the wilderness. Others weren't so sure. Then, the sightings began. Stories from nearby villages of a massive, shadowy figure moving through the trees at night. Farmers waking up to find entire sections of their livestock missing. But no signs of struggle, no footprints leading in or out. And then, there were the disappearances. Hikers, poachers, even local hunters. gone without a trace. The authorities dismissed them as accidents, but the people knew better. Something was out there, watching, waiting. The last confirmed sighting came from a wildlife researcher deep in the rainforest. His journal was recovered near an abandoned campsite, his belongings untouched. His final entry was chilling. "I found tracks today, bigger than anything I've ever seen. They weren't fresh, but I know what I saw. Something is out here, something that shouldn't exist. And I think it knows I'm following it." He was never seen again. Some say Titan is still out there, evolving, learning, becoming something beyond our comprehension. Others believe he's waiting for the right moment to reveal himself. The truth? We may never know. But if you ever find yourself deep in the jungle and feel like you're being watched, you might not be alone. Titan was never meant to exist. A scientific breakthrough turned into a nightmare, a creature born from human ambition, now lost somewhere in the wild. But the question remains, what really happened to him? Did he vanish into the depths of the jungle, adapting, evolving, becoming something even more terrifying? Or is he still out there, watching, waiting for the right moment to emerge once again? Some believe he perished, unable to survive outside the confines of the lab. But others aren't so sure. The strange sightings, the disappearances, the eerie silence that blankets the jungle at night, it all points to one terrifying possibility. Titan isn't just alive, he's thriving. And if he has truly continued to evolve, what does that mean for the world? What do you think? Is Titan still out there, lurking in the shadows? Has he changed into something even more powerful, something beyond our understanding? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thrilling mysteries and terrifying tales. Until next time, be careful what you create, because sometimes it might come looking for you.